Hello and welcome, friends. It is time for another wash day with the Soap Witch. That's me, Lauren, the Soap Witch. It is wash day. I think I already said that, but why not say it again? This is the braid out that I did, well, the remnants of the braid out that I did for my refresh a couple of days ago. This side got just extra frizzy. It's like my hair don't even think it's on the same head. Of course, I'm real bad about touching it, especially when I know I'm about to do it. So it probably wouldn't look this bad if it was wash day because I'd have been more careful. When I wash day, I'd just be like, whatever, screw it. And I don't know. I don't make sense. You've seen enough of my videos maybe, or you'll learn in this video if you watch long enough. Okay, anywho, we're gonna move along. So I'm gonna start off. Okay. Let me get my mouth and my mind together. Okay. So in this video, I am going to, because last week I had said I was gonna do something different. I'm going to be doing a perm rod set. Yes. I'm still going to do all my other things. Well, you're blank. I'm so sorry. Okay. How do I treat me? That's why I'm here now, tonight. Technically this morning because it's like 12 something. So I'm going to be doing that. And once I get that done, I'm going to bed because clearly I'm tired. Okay. And then I'm going to take that down in the morning, per usual. Okay. And then I'm going to wash, deep conditioning hair mask, and then all will be different from there. Okay. Because it has been a while, years, okay, since I have done a perm rod set because I'm lazy. We talked about this in many videos. Well, I've talked and you've listened maybe. I'm lazy. I'm a super lazy natural. And I mostly do wash and goes because I'm lazy. And I even do those very in a lazy manner. Okay. But it is fun. I do kind of miss playing around with other styles, hence the braid out, which was funny because since I've had a YouTube channel, I've never done a braid out, like always twist out. So that was fun, kind of, mostly. Okay. So I got my provisions today, almost, hold on. Okay, yeah. So when I was talking about provisions, I had realized that I had actually forgotten my trusty water bottle and I'm gonna need that. Okay. So provisions, my usual ones, my plastic hat, my bonnet, my scarf that I'm going to use at the end to wrap my hair up before I go to sleep. But I also got additional, not these. I don't need to talk about, okay. I need some new clips. I don't know if you noticed in my previous videos, but my old clips are haggard and terrible. And people are talking about these, okay? Like they have seen a better days. Okay, and so they have done their service to the Soap Witch for 5 years, and that sound is me throwing them in the trash because it's just sounding like a. And then I had started using my RevAir clips, but like even they can't take the struggle. Like I broke one. What? Anyway, I had ordered some other clips on Amazon, right? Of course, they waited to the last minute to send those clips, so they're not gonna be here till like on a Wednesday or Tuesday. It doesn't matter. Not today. They could have been here by today though. Okay, anyway, I didn't have no patience, and I was real sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I got me some of these here clips. Okay, you can't see that. From Sally's Beauty Supply. They look like they're substantial enough, maybe, okay, that they can contain my hair. It ain't even that dense. Like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and struggle these out this package. Who does this? Why do they do that? Okay. And then I'm gonna continue on. Okay, now that I done got that out the way, I'm gonna go ahead, okay, and get moving with this hot oil treatment because contrary to popular belief, whatever that may be, I'm tired. To start off, the way that I warm up my oil for my hot oil treatment is I take this lovely acute anointing and I take the whole bottle and I dunk it in a sink full of hot steaming water. I run the water in my sink until it's hot and steaming, and that's the water that I'm referring to. So usually I like to part my hair down the middle when I do this. Okay, and so that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't know if my head is lopsided or my hair is lopsided, but like I say when I be trying to part my hair down the middle, it never seems like it's middle-ish. And maybe that's part of the reason why I hate middle parts because nope. Okay. So my hair is still pretty soft and not very tangled. I use the same products that I used when I did that twist out that lasted me all week. And it was fabulous. Okay. Okay, this needs to be, oh Lord, yeah. Okay. It needs to be broken in because it's stiff. Like, okay, you're supposed to open. Already a 0 out of 10. but it won't open for real. Here we go. I ain't able to get it off my hair neither. So I gotta put this hair up. Hot oil treatment, that's where I was. I'm gonna take this water. What is it? Oh, every time I refill the bottle, it doesn't want to spray. A little bit more on these ends. Okay, always going overboard. Jeez. First it won't come out, now it won't stop. Okay, so I'm gonna take this oil that I had discussed earlier, Acute Anointing, which is wonderful and lovely and magical. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. You might want to untwist the top, like I just didn't do. Okay, untwist the top, and then use a lovely applicator to just dump the oil right on the hair. And I make sure I'm getting it down into the scalp because definitely want it there too. And I just take my fingers and rub that in just like that. I don't know why I feel like it helps better when I say just like that. It helps nothing. Okay. And then I take that oil and I just bring it down through the hair. I also like to put some in my palm and prayer hands that down, especially making sure I get the ends. And that's pretty much all I need to apply on the actual hair. Now that I think I've worked that in good enough, there's one more thing I like to do when I'm working on the front sections. And that's just take a little bit of oil and rub it on this hairline. Because my hairline just be tripping. I just give it a little help, you know? Now that I've done that, I like to put it in the Bantu knot. And there really ain't no magic or secret behind it. It's just that I usually put it up a little higher. Why am I putting this so low? I prefer one that gets the hair out of the way. It makes it easier for all of my hair to fit under the little tiny plastic cap and the bonnet when I'm done putting it all up. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for the rest of this here. All these sections, I'm gonna have 4 sections, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And I'm gonna do the same process. Water, oil, Bantu knot. Okay, here we are. Go ahead now, I'll add all my usuals on here now. Plastic cap, bonnet. I really should get me a new bonnet. Big giant scarf. Okay, so that's all done. And the reason I like to put all that stuff on my head is because, one, I don't want to get oil everywhere, all over my clothes and bedding and all that. Nope, no thanks you. And then also, I just feel like, your head, heats up at night while you sleep. And then this, it's kind of like acting as an insulator. So it just helped the oil do its thing a little better. Okay. It's been working. That's the point. That's been working. I don't believe in fixing stuff that's not broke. So here we are. All done with this. I will see you in the morning. Bye. It's morning. My favorite. Okay. So I'm going to just take this off. Okay. Now I'm going to just take these down. Just twisting the... I forgot to put my microphone on. Hold on. I'm still not used to all this and stuff. And so, yeah. I forgot to put it on. Where was I? Twist in the opposite direction. Get the Bantu knot out. And there we go. Super easy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wash this. All right, y'all, it's time to go ahead and wash this hair. So y'all know that I like to start by thoroughly rinsing my hair. I want it super sopping wet. And this also just helps me rinse out some of the oil from the hot oil treatment. So now I'm going to go in with my Whipped Wonder whip shampoo, which is delectable and luxurious. So that's the consistency, and this is how much that I'm going to use to wash my hair. See, not much at all. A little goes a long way. When I say I want my hair saturated, I mean I'll walk right up from under the shower and start applying that shampoo to my hair. I don't rub it in my hands enough to really generate a lather. I just kind of want to disperse it evenly so that when I rub it on my hair, it gets evenly applied to both sides. And I scrub my scalp. I really don't mess with the mid or the ends of my hair. I really just keep it to the top of the actual hair and on the scalp. Make sure I get all that nice and clean. Scrub it with my fingertips till I feel like I've got it nice and clean. And then to get the rest of the hair clean, I just drag the rest of the suds all the way down through the rest of the hair. Of course, I also just enjoy playing with that foam because look at it, who wouldn't? And then I like to use my hands to just kind of squeeze out some of the suds when I'm rinsing it out. So this is me going in with the second wash with even less shampoo. And I just go ahead and do the same exact process that I did the first time with usually even more suds at the end. Oh my God, the joy, the sheer joy that I have of a 5-year-old. Anyway, so next I just like to go in and separate my hair. Usually it's kind of parted with the side part because that's how I'm going to do it for a wash and go. But today I'm not doing a wash and go. So I also like to add my conditioner
to sopping wet hair. And so I like to separate my hair in 2 equal parts and then put one side up and work with the other. I know it's a bit of a, I don't know, controversial hot take to apply it to soaking wet hair. That's Twilight Tempest, by the way, my deep conditioning hair mask. Look how thick she is. So anyway, I know it's a bit of a controversial or a hot take. That's how much I'm using. Can I stop interrupting myself long enough to tell you what I'm trying to tell you? It's to apply conditioner to soaking wet hair, because you know people say you shouldn't, people say you should. Well, I'm people that likes to. Okay, so take that how you will. I feel like especially with this product, it's thicker, and though it does have nice slip, it allows me to really distribute the product. Look at my unbrush, it's pretty. It allows me to distribute the product throughout my hair more evenly while using less product. So that's what I do. You do you. So for my detangling session, I start at the ends of the hair and then I work my way up, and I like to do a little pattern of brushing it and then finger combing. So I brush and then finger comb after, and then I just do that all the way up the head. I feel like this just helps me detangle better, and with my fingers I can also feel that the brush has done a good job and the hair is fully detangled. I don't know why, but just finger detangling, it just doesn't do as well as the unbrush, in my opinion. Okay, hot take or not, you know, your opinion could be something else, and I'm okay with that. Anywho, so this is just a process that I use throughout the whole side of my hair. And as you see, I don't try to brush the entire side at one time. I somewhat go in sections. I've mentioned a bunch of times that I'm just kind of lazy, and so I don't put the sections away. I just move on to the next section. Mouth, you're being real ugly. I move on to the next section when the previous one is done, and that's just how I do. But I'm not saying this is how anyone else should do it. Okay, this just works for me. All right, so I'm just going through, and at this time I think I'm just kind of gratuitously playing in it because I do like to play in my hair. I do like how it feels, but I mean, it's pretty much detangled, and so I just like to go through. If I miss one singular tangle or not, I'll be sure I will get it. But this is how long it actually just does not take me to detangle my hair. This used to be like an hour, okay, and now it's down to minutes. All right, and so between the unbrush and all of my miraculous conditioners that have great slip, so they're great to detangle with, this is a winner. It's a winning combination. And I made all of my conditioners have great slip because whatever I'm deep conditioning with, I'm going to use that to detangle. So it needs to be able to do the job and do the job well. And it absolutely does, because my hair looks incredible every wash day. That's me tooting my own horn. If you don't toot your own horn, you should start today. This is your sign. Okay. So anyway, now that that's all done, sometimes I just like to comb through it a little bit more. And then I usually do 2-strand twists, but I think my mind was in braid mode because I had just done a braid out and had braided my hair when I did my refresh. So I don't know. This is what I did. So whatever, I just went with it. Why not? So the other side, detangling and all that. Oh my God, there's a really large truck. Could you be quiet? I'm trying to do a voiceover. Anyway, that's how much hair I didn't lose. And I usually let it sit in my hair for about 20 to 25 minutes. I don't use heat. Being high porosity, I don't feel like it's necessary. But if you want to use heat, I'm not against that. And if you're low porosity, I suggest it highly. So I go ahead and rinse it out. Again, using my hands to help squeeze out some of the product, because I just feel like it helps the the process move faster. This is just a gratuitous shot of the back of the hair, because ever since I decided to jump on that bandwagon, I've been enjoying it. It is nice. I get why they do it. Okay, so that's just my hair thoroughly washed and deep conditioned and ready for styling. Let's go.
Okay, so got a little towel on my head. I usually don't have that, you know, but I'm gonna vacuum my hair with the RevAir. So let me pull out some of these difficult to use clips. Okay, I'm gonna use these blue and pink ones because they match my shirt. I'm gonna start off with this heat protectant. Deeper Than Hair, Sheer Genius Collection Satin Shield Serum. Can you see? Don't matter. Okay. So I usually just put a little bit on. Whenever I've seen her use it, she puts an actual little bit on. You know, one of them dime nickel size deals. So I usually follow that because I don't want my hair to look like super weighed down. Like it look like I laid the edge. Now you know that's water, because nope. Just to make my life easier, I am gonna split this in half. Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna put this half up. It's probably gonna be dry by the time I pull it. That's the life I live. Yay, high porosity. Put this extra difficult clip on here. Like, really? What kind of He-Man you gotta be to open it? I don't like these, they suck. 0 out of 10. Going straight in the trash. Let me pre-open this one. Like, I gotta use 2 hands for a clip? Ma'am, I hate that. Let me just put that there so it's already open. Haha, I'm smarter than you. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with a decent sized section. Is that too big? That looks a little big. Teeny bit smaller. Teeny bit. I think I'm gonna do that. It's already hot in here, yo. I ain't even done not one piece. So I take this big old Y2 comb that comes with the hair vacuum, and I just like to make sure that it's combed out, detangled before I start. And then I have to adjust my settings because last time I used it was stretch my hair, and so I don't use the same settings for, well, blowing it out that I do for like stretching my natural style that's already, been set. Okay, did you know what I mean? It's okay if you didn't. So, okay, I always do it on the 2. So 1 is like, I don't know, medium heat. 0 is like cool. And then 2 is the hottest. I use 2. Okay. And then I do the highest all the way up setting. 8, 7. We'll see when I get there, I guess. Oh, I need my timer. I dry it for each section for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead. So the way I put my hair in here is I stretch it all the way out like this, and I take the end, plop it in there just like that. Scoop it all the way up to the head. You do not need to do this up and down motion. Don't do that. Just hold it at the root. It will all get dry. Okay, let's go. So there we go. It's 1 section done. So I'm going to my next section. Same deal. Detangling. I'm vacuuming for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, so that's just what I'm going to be doing until I get it all completely, blown out. I'll be back when this is, finished. Okay, all blown out. I'm going to section my hair to start styling. So now I want a side part. That looks decent, right? They're 45 minutes later. I've been liking this, like, I don't know what, it's a curved part. C part, some kind of part. That's not quite straight, but it's still a side part. I think it looks very cool. Okay, so I section this half up and then this front part up to that side of the way. And I'm gonna work on this back, to obviously not all at the same time. So I have this wonderfully professional looking bag of perm rods. Okay. And they are this size. So these are like, I don't know, the biggest size that I have anyway. I'm using 2 products today. In the video tutorial that I had seen, okay, she had blown out her hair first. And really, the point of that mostly was just to cut down on drying time of the style, okay? And so did that, check. Next, she was using some rose water or something. I don't have that. But I do have Aloe Vera moisturizing spray. Gonna be using that. And then she used a foam. Check. I'm real nervous about using a foam and nothing underneath. But, people be saying if you just use foam, it dries faster. So I'm gonna just follow directions. And if it looks like trash, oh well. I'm going to section off the first bit. So I'm gonna work with this. This may be 2. Yeah, because it's kind of big for 1. So I think I'm gonna split this 1 and 2. Okay. And so didn't spray much of the spray. She just did like two sprays. Okay. Which seems like enough. The hair is going to revert some. You just don't want it to revert all the way. Okay, like I screwed that up, looks like already. Okay. So see. I did 2 pumps of foam that I just splashed everywhere. And I'm pretty much sure I've reverted this whole thing all the way back. Now I just want to put it on 1. So then next, I already started this horribly. You're just going to roll up your ends and you want to make sure they're tucked. Okay, so I guess the ends look pretty tucked. And then we're going to start with this winding, okay? I don't know that I've ever been good at this, guys. Okay, and clamp that. Should have done the back one first. I didn't realize that was the back one until I did the other one. Oh well. Gonna do a second one. Okay. And then, you know, it's not this hard. Okay. Your girl be struggling. I'm gonna keep, this is where I am. I'm gonna keep going. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Okay, so it isn't going terribly. And I'm more than halfway done. This is where I am. I feel like I'm just royally screwing this up. The windy thing is a learning curve. I don't know how well I'm learning it, but yeah. Okay, so I gotta finish this. So I'm gonna finish that. Come back. All right. I'm just gabbing without no mic or nothing. Just okay. Anyhow, so it's all here. It's okay. Yeah, they all in. That's what I'm trying to say. Got all the rollers in. Okay. I usually don't know that I use this many when I do it, but I was just following the directions. She used a whole bunch. This better be cute. I'll be so pissed if it's ugly. So anyway, the winding method is for me it's a learning curve. So we don't know what these bad boys gonna look like when I take this out, but I tried. I gave it my best effort. I could do it okay with flexi rods, but this is the first time I've ever tried to do this with the perm rods. With perm rods, I always just roll it up. I don't do the windy thing, but it looks real cute when I see other people do it. So I'm like, why don't I try it? Anywho, I don't know why I tried it. Okay. Of course, then I was reminded why I tend to just stick with wash and goes and hairstyles that take no less than 20 minutes to style. Okay, but we're in here, neither here nor there. It still did not take forever. It was fine. And I am going to sit under the dryer for however long it takes and then take it down and see what I got, because I am not sleeping with this. Absolutely not. We're gonna see. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna take them down. We're gonna see together. Okay. So I didn't sit under the dryer for an hour and a half. I never want to see another dryer again. I never want to see another perm rod again. I never want to see anything again. I might shave my head. Okay, probably not on the shaving the head, but everything else, because I'm recalling why I got to be such a lazy natural to begin with, and why I pretty much do wash and go. Okay. So I'm gonna start taking these down. The way I pretty much take down any style that needs to be taken down is I take them, you know, whatever by whatever. If this ain't dry, that's too bad. So this is the first curl. Let me just stand where you can see it. This little frizz up here by the root, because I was struggling. Anyway, but it still don't look bad. Got some shine to it. Okay, so I take down each curl as I go, if it could be taken down. It don't want to come, like, I'm afraid to take them down apart. I feel like I just messed that up trying to take. Okay, well that's good enough. I think that's all I'm gonna do as I do more. Your girl be struggling. You're supposed to take them loose. Now I'm messing it up. Let me just wind it around my finger. Okay. Floof. Get back up there. You're supposed to try to separate them. There we go. Where they naturally want to separate. I don't know what you do if they don't seem like they want to separate. Okay. So let's see. Take down a couple of more. What are you saying? I don't even know what's happening. Okay. Let me try not to ruin this one. Maybe if I start at the bottom. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Okay, that looks better. It went better. Okay. Like this what everybody else do, ain't that when I'm posted to show the girls moving along. Okay. I honestly, y'all, was kind of worried that it was gonna look like utter trash. And as I go, I got my trusty bag still here. It's all professionalism and everything. And I'm putting the curlers right back in there. Otherwise they would end up all over the bathroom. That's what's gonna happen. So work with me. Okay, well I feel like that's coming along real nice. Okay, so I'm gonna do the rest of this and come back when it's done, because I won't torture you through watching me take down all 567 curlers, because I did use every single solitary perm rod of this size. Did I already mention that? Yeah, all the ones that I have. they're here. So I'm gonna be a second, but it's okay. This better be worth it. Okay. So I said I was gonna come back when I was done, but I'm halfway through, and I just wanted to show you like what I'm looking like. I was a little nervous, but I think we're gonna be all right, friends. Okay, I'll be back when I'm finished for real. Okay, y'all. So it's all taken down. I'm having to adjust because like it's a lot of curl, which is what it's supposed to be. So I ain't mad about it, but it's a lot of curl for me. I see people, let me get my words together. Sometimes they do a little root fluffing, and like what I like to do when I get yourself together, girl. Twist out. That's it. I definitely lift where the parts are because I don't like that. Okay. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad actually. Just lifting a little bit of what's under here. I ain't doing nothing over there. Okay, so I think I'm done fooling with it. The curls are definitely curling, y'all. And I'm having a little moment. Let me tell you why. Your girl, like I have my struggles with myself, like a lot. Do I look like a poodle? It's okay, you could tell me. But like, don't do it again, Soap Witch. I will listen to you. Okay. So and for real, in real life, I used to do this or stuff like this all the time back when I was like starting my journey. You can see it earlier in the video, then from like 2019, maybe 2020, because my hair was very damaged. And so like I had about 75 different hair textures. 70 of them were damaged. So I really couldn't wash and go or anything like that because my hair just couldn't do it. I would have these stringy pieces, other stuff that just didn't have any curl pattern but wasn't straight or stringy. It was just like really just, I used to call it Brillo pad hair because it didn't match any texture that I had, and it didn't even have any curl pattern. It just was there existing to thwart me. Okay, so I'm just like, I have not done any of these styles since I got around to the washing. One, I take forever. Like my patience, it don't exist. But also, I don't know. I just haven't. I haven't. That's all. So I used to do them all the time, and now I don't ever do them. I have never done one on blown out hair or using foam. I have never styled using foam until I decided to make a foam because someone asked me if I could. So like, I don't know, I'm just kind of having some thoughts and feelings about it because it actually did turn out really good. This was like kind of my ultimate test for the foam to see if it could actually, like I could do a style like them, get my words together. If I could do a style like this with the foam and only the foam. Now, how long it's gonna last, I don't know, but I mean, that's typical of these styles anyway for me. And of course, this side was just more receptive and more manageable than this side because that is how my hair does with every style, including a wash and go. This side is just more coarse, so it's less receptive to manipulation. It is what it is. I've just learned to love her regardless. Your girl be working with the self-doubt. I didn't know how it was gonna look. I didn't know if the product was gonna be good enough. I didn't know any of that stuff, but I really feel like its final test went really well. It styled my hair very well. I was worried about flakes or flaking. Don't have any of that. I don't know, y'all. I guess I'm just gonna have to take a minute. Like, I'm not on it. I'm honestly not sure why I continuously I guess it's normal to struggle, you know, with your self-doubt and your self-view and yourself. Like, I know I'm not alone there, but I don't know. Sometimes I just be like, man, because I straight was worried that this was gonna turn out horrible. Like, and I'm an extremist, so it wasn't like, oh, it's gonna be okay, just straight to horrible, straight to it's gonna be trash, and I'm gonna need to wear a paper bag over my head the rest of the week. I'm not. Probably might not leave the house while it's raining, but and you know, that's what Refresh Thursday. I do it on Thursday. It's for anyway. So depending on how it looks and how. My biggest thing is the moisture. The foam is, I was gonna say water based, but it's technically aloe vera juice based. It could have been enough moisture, maybe, for the blown out hair. We will see. I'll see how well it kind of retains moisture and bounce and shine. And when it starts to look and feel dry, you know, that'll let me know. They'll let me know. Okay, just cutting in here because I wanted to give a few more thoughts about this whole thing before I wrap this, for other me wraps this video up. So this is day 2, right? This is day 2 hair. And it's not the worst thing ever, also not the best thing ever. Ideally, I would be thinking I would have better results on day 2 hair, though they're not the worst results either. So I do have some thoughts about that, and I thought that I would share because sharing is caring. Okay, so a couple of things I noticed, like, I have some sections, areas that are like frizzy, real frizzy, but then some that look like super defined, right? And like still shiny and fresh. And so when I was doing this style, and working with the foam, the mousse, whatever, no, I feel like I mentioned, I had never styled my hair with mousse before, especially not just mousse and on blown out hair. So those were all brand new things to me. I didn't have the video or any videos in front of me of anyone else doing their hair when I was working on it. So often I'm just sort of doing a fly by the seat of my pants type thing, winging it, if you will. And so like these back here, for instance, like these were the first ones that I did. And, they still look, trying to get some good light, but they still look pretty good, right? Defined, all that stuff. And so those were the ones when I was doing my hair that, I was like, did I use too much product? Should I have used this much product? Should I have let it revert this much? The answer was yes. The answer was yes. And so I think some of my confusion with this was, I think I had watched some other people do theirs with a mousse that was more like alcohol based. And mine is, water or liquid, aloe vera juice based. And so it's wetter, And so her hair wasn't reverting as much as mine in this tutorial, but then I was watching another one with different curls, and she was reverting just like mine was yesterday. So I'm like, oh, I should have let that happen. That was supposed to be it. So I was realizing that the hair that is looking more frizzy is the hair that I didn't put enough product on. And so that's a lesson learned here, and why there were some where I put a bunch of product on the ends, right? Because I needed them to be properly tucked under and stuff in the curler. You don't want your ends sticking out because they look crazy. And so like some of them, there's more product on the end, and then the rest of the hair there wasn't. So that's why this one looks weird, because it's like frizzy and then not. Like what? Why? And so like I've been trying to figure this out today because like it didn't make sense. And it's not the worst ever. So another view, see? So for the first try, it wasn't terrible, but I think I had a whole lot of takeaways today that I didn't have yesterday, because I really just needed to sit with it and just see how my hair reacted and, all that kind of stuff. So there'll be another time, not anytime soon, because that took me forever, where I will do this again and just, have my notes, if you will, my mental notes. See, this is where a good hair journal comes in, but I'm talking about that later. But just something to note. Okay, back to the video. Feel free to let me know your thoughts about the style in the comments, good, bad, or ugly. I mean, don't be rude if you're rude. I'm just going to ignore you. But if you have something constructive, I'm more than willing to hear that, as always. So moving along, all of the products that I used today were tropical, fantasy scented. Like, I don't even know the fragrances I carry. I made them. Okay. Tropical fantasy fragrance. All the products that I used today. I also have other fragrances for people who don't like delicious and wonderful tropical fantasy fragrance type things. I won't hold that against you, more for me. I also do an apple aroma scent, a strawberry patchouli, spearmint eucalyptus, lavender, peppermint, and lemon pound cake. And I also have an unscented for people who are sensitive to fragrances. Everything also will be listed in the description except for the foam, because it is a test foam. However, it will not be a test foam for long, but things have to be set in motion. I have things I have to order that have to get here before I can list them on the site, but that is all happening so soon. I don't think they'll all be here by the next wash day, but like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. The foam and the test custard will no longer be test products. They will be official, actual products in production that will be available to anybody who wants to try them, because I know I have played around with them a lot and been really enjoying the results. Okay. if you're interested in just kind of taking control of your own hair journey and, you know, getting your own regimen together and even trying new things like I've been doing, I have a hair journal available. It's a digital hair journal, so you can download whatever pages whenever you need them for however long you need them. It is a lifetime purchase, so you get it once and it's yours forever. You can download however many pages forever and ever, no limit. But it's great because it has all type of goals. You can list your annual goals for your hair, monthly goals for your hair, weekly goals for your hair. You can write down every day what you did with your hair. Did you like the way it turned out? How did the products that you use work? How did you use the products? Do you need to change how you use them? You can note all of that kind of stuff in there. What type of hair do you even have? ABC, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, ABC. There's no D, just C. And then high porosity, low porosity. What is it? Normal porosity. Like, you can note all of those things, and, you know, research that you may have done. You can kind of include where you got information from, where you might want to research future information. Like, it's a plethora of information, a wonderful guide to help you along your hair journey. I've always said YouTube is my hair journal, which it kind of is, because this is where I record all of my hair things and dealings, which is why I can direct myself back to 2019 and when I did this style or that style or use this technique or that technique, and I can just kind of go back and take from what worked and what didn't. Anyway, instead of you making a whole video and doing a bunch of editing and tripping over your mouth when you're trying to talk to the camera, you can just do it in a hair journal. So anyway, the link for that is below if you're interested. And since I keep swinging these around because they keep moving, my resin earrings, I refer to this particular shape at, don't bump the mic, girl. This particular shape as, they're puzzle pieces, but I refer to them as like special occasion earrings, because these are like on the bigger side, and they're not lightweight. I would not call them lightweight at all. I would not wear them every day, but they're fun for an occasion or a time because they're just super fun and pretty. Eventually, I am going to make a smaller kind of version of these, but I got so much going on right now. Next year is going to be next year. I offer other resin earrings that don't necessarily look like this, but they are fun and or colorful or unique, and they're all one of a kind. So I'll put a link down below for that as well if you're interested. Like, if you're not interested in none of this, that's also fine too. Just skip right on past that. No pressure. Just offering it for people who care or who are interested. And then last but not least, I think, is the lip gloss. And this is what I'm wearing today. It's called, what is it called? Precious Plum. Okay. Did I change the name? It don't matter. So yeah, Precious Plum. That's this one. Right? So that's the lip gloss that I'm wearing. I realized when I was looking for a color to wear that I don't wear this that often, even though it is one of my favorites. But every time I put on a color, do I say it's one of my favorites? Okay, maybe not every time, but I like most of them. I guess that's a good thing. You know, you should, if you're making stuff, you want to like it. No one is interested in a bunch of stuff that you made that you feel lukewarm about. Okay. Moving right along. If you stuck with me in all my shenanigans and all that stuff, I appreciate you hanging around. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a like. And make sure you turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I will see you next time.